Greetings! This is Meg from the Mount Airy branch of the Carroll County Public Library presenting Pickleball in Mount Airy. If you drive past Prospect Park on any given morning, you are likely to see groups of people happily smacking balls back and forth over a net in a small fenced-in area that is also used for street hockey. If you're like me, you probably wonder, what the heck are they doing and why do they appear to be having so much fun? Well, being a librarian, I set out to find the answer, which I will now share with you. For those of you not from this area, Prospect Park is located conveniently enough on Prospect Road, which is off Main Street. The pickleball court can be seen right from the street, right here, and it's in front of a playground, and then there's also a county municipal building on the left. Pickleball is a court sport enjoyed by all ages. It is played with a perforated plastic ball and a composite or wooden paddle, about twice the size of a ping pong paddle. It can be played indoors or outdoors and is easy for beginners to learn, but can develop into a fast-paced competitive game for experienced players. The fastest growing sport in the world, pickleball has developed a passionate following due to its friendly social nature and its multi-generational appeal. There's even a chain of restaurants located in the central USA that is devoted completely to pickleball. It's called Chicken Pickle. It was first played on an old asphalt badminton court with the ping pong paddles and wiffle ball found in a gardening shed. 2021 marks the 56th anniversary of pickleball, as it was invented in 1965 on Bainbridge Island, a short ferry ride from Seattle, by three enterprising dads, Joel Pritchard, Bill Bell, and Barney McCallum. Their children were bored with their usual summertime activities. It evolved from the original handmade equipment and simple rules into a popular sport throughout North America, and is now taking off in other parts of the world. This is the original pickleball players, the Pritchard family. The origin of the game's name is very interesting, especially since no pickles are even involved. Accounts of how the name originated differ. Some claim that Joel Pritchard's wife Joan started calling the game pickleball because the combination of different sports reminded her of the pickle boat in Crewe, where oarsmen are chosen from the leftovers of other boats. However, according to Barney McCallum, the game was officially named after the Pritchard's dog Pickles, who would chase the ball and run off with it. Others claim both accounts may be true. In the early years, no official name was assigned to the game. However, a year or two after the game was invented, the Pritchards acquired a puppy and named it Pickles. As the game progressed, an official name was needed, and pickleball it was. The game grew in popularity, and the first known pickleball tournament in the world was held in the spring of 1976 at the South Center Athletic Club in Tukwila, Washington. Now that we know the sport's storied history, how and why did the game come to Mount Airy? I contacted the town Rec and Parks Department and was told that a local woman named Kristen Ellis was the person responsible for getting the ball rolling towards a local pickleball court. This is our gal Kristen, who graciously agreed to meet with me one morning before her scheduled match with some friends. Kristen modestly says that she loves pickleball and saw a need for some courts here in town, but she didn't consider herself the sole driving force. She was just the most persistent. She was the owner of a local escape room, which sadly closed recently, so she had the opportunity to bring up the subject on her numerous interactions with town movers and shakers, such as the town council, Parks and Rec, Main Street Association, etc. She said she's not quite sure who came up with the idea of using the street hockey court, but she agrees with me that it is a perfect space. I asked if the group that was coming to play was part of a league, but she said no. The group she plays with is always a pickup group. She said that pickleball is a very social sport, so you meet lots of people wherever you play. She simply sends out a text to her, quote, pickleball contact list, saying when and where she would like to play. I chatted with the 3 other players as they arrived, asking how they got involved in pickleball and stayed to watch a match. If everyone who plays pickleball is as friendly and welcoming as this group, I can't wait to get involved. Now let's meet the 4 people I talked to that day. First, we have Kristen from Mount Airy. She first heard about pickleball from her mother in New York. She was intrigued by the sport, so she learned about it at the Tally Recreation Center in Frederick, where she took a few lessons. Next, we have Dawn, who's hitting the ball here. She first found out about pickleball through her sister, who lives in Fort Myers, Florida. She was visiting one day, and she kept hearing this, the thunk, the thunk, the thunk of the pickleball from the court nearby. She asked her sister what it was. Her sister showed her. The rest is history. She plays pickleball in the New Windsor barn and also at Springdale Prep in New Windsor. Next, we have Judy. She heard of pickleball through her husband because he started playing it when he retired. Once she retired, she decided to join in the fun too. And last, we have Bill. He is a teacher from Westminster, Maryland. He got into pickleball when they were teaching it as a unit at their school. After the unit was over, he liked the game so much, he and several other teachers stuck with it. So here you have 4 people from 4 different areas of the county who wouldn't even know each other if it weren't for pickleball. That's what I find really appealing about this sport. My new friends invited me to play a game with them, but I declined because I was too embarrassed. I'd never even played the game. This was just supposed to be research, but it looked like so much fun that I went home, acquired a couple of paddles and balls, and got a partner to come out and try out the game myself. It was really fun, even though I had no idea what I was doing, but at least we could hit the ball back and forth with several volleys, and I really liked it. If you're like me, once you pick up that paddle and smack the ball around, you're going to say, I'm in. How do I learn more about pickleball? Lucky you, because there is oodles of information online about pickleball. You could start off by just Googling pickleball or Carroll County pickleball or Frederick County pickleball. Howard County even has its own site, which is listed on this page. And you can also try usapickleball.org, which has tons of information. If you're on Facebook, there are lots of Facebook pickleball groups to be found also. There are 3 local ones, Frederick County Pickleball, the Mount Airy Pickleball, and Carroll County Pickleball. Those, if you click on them on Facebook, they'll have all kinds of discussion about pickleball and meetups and advice. There, you can get a wealth of information there also. If you're interested in learning the rules of pickleball, a simple Google search, YouTube, how to play pickleball, will bring up many, many videos to choose from, all very informative. My advice, especially to the local Mount Airy folks, is to just grab a couple of paddles and balls and go to the court, try it out. It's empty most of the time, except mornings, of course, and you'll find out it's a lot of fun. Another option, hardly endorsed by everybody in the group, is to actually come one morning when you see people playing, stop in and chat with them. Before you can say lickety-split, you'll find yourself with a paddle in your hand and encouragement to give it a try. I certainly hope you got as much from this program as I did. I went from wondering, what are they doing, to, hey, I want to do it too. So thanks for joining us, and hope to see you at the court one day.